Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. This is the HBAR update. I'm not going to go over the macro in depth here, but just wanted to show you the larger view. This is a fourth wave high, looking for an ending diagonal to complete the bear market before we get a new bull market. Currently in the wave 3 of our ending diagonal, looking for an ABC or WXY up to the 50 and the 618 area of this previous down move. Zooming in closer, this is the wave 2 high. We had a double zigzag down as a WXY for our first wave of our wave 3, looking for a 3-wave move to the upside here between that 50 and the 618 of that down move I showed you earlier. So looking for this to come up before making the third wave to the downside to complete. Now, if you've been watching my videos, this has been just dragging on just like everything else. Very low volatility. Very annoying to just sit and wait. It's like watching paint dry, but we should get the move soon. One thing I noticed is on other exchanges, this is on Binance, this low here that you see right here didn't happen on other exchanges. So this is technically the low, and this second area is a little bit higher. So the question is this a 1, 2? Again, it came higher on other exchanges, double bottomed here. And then we have a bunch of nested 1, 2s going to the upside. I actually am biased against that. I don't think that is the case. I think we need slightly lower lows here to finish up before we break to the upside. But I am fully in my position now. I bought at the 382.50 and the 618 of this previous wave. Stop is at this low. You can see my trade set up there. Looking to target once we get the pivot. Again, I'm not sure where it's going to be between the 100 and the 1.382. But I'd like to see it land between the 50 and the 618 there at 5.86 cents and 6.23 of this previous wave before I flip short down to that 3-cent area I mentioned earlier. So one worry is usually you want to see at least the 618 extension of your first wave down off the pivot. In this case, it's a WXY. And we haven't hit that yet. The most common target is the 1-to-1, and it's way down here at 4.65 cents on log scale. So it looks like we could have a couple ways to go here. One question I have is, again, hard to notice a big difference. Is this a double zigzag to begin with? Or is this a flat AB and we have 5 waves down here in an ending diagonal? Both work, but it makes a big difference what we're expecting in this C wave as an ABC or a Y wave as a WXY. Main differences is we could get another double zigzag here to complete as a Y wave, or if this is a flat, it could be an A, B, and we get a ending diagonal here where this is the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would come down in an ending diagonal like a channel, like so, before we're going to the upside. But we'll find out what it is as these candles print out, but both options are available. But again, like I mentioned many times before, is I don't like to put on definite waves counts. That's why I always tell you it's either an ABC or WXY. Reason for that is we have similar target areas. It's just good to be aware of how they can fill out between the two patterns. Just looking between the 618 and the 100 here to protect that low. So the question is this going to end up being a ending diagonal This is our wave 1 and a zigzag. Looks like we're still working on a wave 2. Then we get a 3, 4, 5 somewhere in this area, or a little lower even. Or do we just get a double zigzag? So it would be a W, X, Y zigzag to finish out here. Either way, looking for further upside. I'll be able to target that better once we get our pivot. I do not think it is in yet. But again, it is possible it is in. And that would be a bunch of nested 1-2s, and we absolutely take off. This is where Elliott wave can be helpful. Again, remember, we only have 3 waves here, so even if we come up to this area, it doesn't necessarily mean we're bullish. It means this could be making a flat, and then we get our 5 waves down to complete then the upside. So all these options are on the table. This is why Elliott wave can be so helpful, is if you're aware of everything, you know where to be a little bit concerned before another wave down. You're not surprised by any move that happens. That's the important thing. We know how to navigate this area. We know pretty much that the probabilities lie that we're coming to this area up here. The question is, which pattern do we get? Again, those patterns are, this could still be a flat, and then we make another move to the downside, and that this just becomes this X wave has to move over, and then we finish very quickly, move to the upside afterwards. Or are we making a ending diagonal here and it's just an ABC, and then we take off? Or is it a WXY and we're going to make another zigzag here? But as you can see, all of those have us kind of coming into this area. So not too concerned which one we're going to get. We'll just get clarity as these waves print out. We can get a little more confident in what's happening. But at the moment, that's my entries, my stops at that low. This low here. Trading on a different exchange. That's why it's not bang on the pivots, but yeah, guys, if you want to check out my other trades, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to do a macro count on everything in the next couple days. But as of right now, looking for this move to the upside between 5.86 and 6.23 cents, at which point I will be looking for a pretty big short. So I wouldn't want to miss those videos. All right, guys, thanks for watching.